Hi everyone, welcome to Thrifty Thursday, and I've just got a bit of footage about the reverse art track visit I had. So this is just showing you some of the tubs, what the layout's like, lots of bits and pieces everywhere, and now I will show you my stash. Okay, this is my haul. I've just made a complete mess of my table. I showed you at the start and did a little voiceover the reverse art track in Ringwood, and been waiting for quite a while to go there, and I finally had a moment where I went and did a bit of a shop. So I'm going to go through all this stuff. One of the best finds, and I'm going to do this first because then I get it off the table and off my lap and out of the way a bit, was the fusible fleece, which is fabulous for lining bags if you want to make a bag that's a little bit more quilted, but it's also fusible, and there's so much of it here. I have no idea what the cost of it is. There's so much here. I'm pretty sure if I went to Spotlight and tried to buy this, it would have been, I'm only guessing, but I think $30, even more, I don't know, but look at it. It's like there's a lot, there's a whole heap here, so I'm so happy about finding that. That was a bargain. And I also found some of the thinner fabric stabilizer, not even opened. It may be a bit old, so it may not iron on so well, but once again, something I was looking for anyway. So see my mess. Even this was just a bit of stuff. So the bag I showed you, that was the Coles bag that I was emptying. It's $10 for a bag, and you just shove it full of stuff. So this is going to be great for you know, I'm thinking, do I make another rockscape for the mermaid piece? Maybe I do. Don't know. It's not a lot, but it's like the colour. I just got it. I love the colour. That's all I can say. There was no other reason. This is a pure mohair, and this is one of my favourite colours. But a whole ball. Originally $5 all that time ago. So you can see I'm already getting lots and lots of bargains. This is acrylic, but I just am on the hunt for whites and creams that have got some sort of interest to them. So this is going to be good, I think. Some things for the back of the mermaid piece. They're going to go in my wool stash. I also got a couple of, let's see if I can try and put things in categories together. Here's another one. It's like Christmas. A couple of these, which are, this one's charcoal, and it's a wool. So from Red Barn Yarn samples. So it's Mountain Meadow wool, painted with passion by Red Barn Yarn. So they've dyed it, and there's three sorts. One was charcoal. This one is, well, these are both charcoal, but as you can see, there is quite a bit of difference. Maybe not under these lights, but this one's definitely darker, and there's lighter bits in here. I love charcoal. I love a green too, and there's some beautiful green. And the green is very mossy, which is wonderful. So there's some more wools. It's a great little shop. Just a bit more like a, this is called Lisbeth. And it says it's super cotton. So it's a little bit like a perle. So that's going to be good for journals and all sorts of little bits and pieces. Now there were tubs of buttons, and you really weren't meant to take more than a handful. I didn't even take that much, but I do like to have on hand some little white ones and some little creamy pearly ones. So I just got 2 little bags. I didn't actually know how quickly I'd fill up the bag, and in the end the fleece took up most of the room, but you know, it was good. I got it. I thought there was a whole heap of these, which probably came off one of those you know, those hangy things in your doorway that is pretty. But I just thought each of these is like a little, it's like a little prism, and that they might be interesting for they don't reflect as much because they're plastic rather than, you know, glass, but they'll be interesting if I take the little rings off. So I didn't go over the top with, you know, like there was a whole tub of these, but I just thought, no, I don't need that many. I'll just get these, you know, one little row of them, and that'll keep me going. I found a Learn Tatting book, which made me laugh when I saw it. It's got all everything in it. Isn't that wonderful? And it's got all the different stitches, so I just thought that was absolutely fabulous. Little sets, a lemonade set. Cute. So that's good. Put that on my shelf there. I picked up a couple of these. I picked up about 10. I know I'm making a lot of junk journals soon, and I felt that if this is sanded this side, they can be painted both sides, like an undercoat to seal it, or Mod Podge to seal it. And these could be oh, how good is that sound? These could be tags for junk journals, even a tag on the outside of a junk journal with name or whatever you want. But, you know, that's all I would do to these, is sand them down on this side so that I can get an undercoat or a sealer on there. So I have 10 of those. It was a good day today. It was, you know, you never know when you go places like that what's going to be in the shop. I'm happy that I got this one at this, I don't know what that says. It probably says $24. Easy 6. I'm going to open it because I've got my quilting clear ruler things hanging up, so I'm taking it out so I can hang it up. So it's just one of these. It's designed to make 6-pointed stars. I really like having rulers like this that are see-through. So for me, I might just use it as a ruler, you know, for some straight lines. But I may make some. I'm going to have to keep this. Oh, the instructions are on the back. All right, I'm going to keep that. I'm going to put that in my file and hang up the plastic on the wall. So I feel already what I've shown you is way over $10 worth already. Just the fabric stabiliser alone. These are some of my favourite colours. I thought there was great big cards with these on, and they're not floss per se, so they're not embroidery floss, but you could put a couple of these colours together to get a particular colourway. So there's 3 or 4 yellows and a green just in that bit, and so you're going to get a real variety. But there's all, you know, there's purple, there's a purple. It's thicker weight than some of the others. This is one of those evenings by the fire. I don't have a fireplace. We are in winter, but, you know, it's one of those evening by the fire, roll it up kind of thing. So the green, even the green is like thicker. You could, if you wanted to, keep that done up and cut here and use it, but I probably will undo that. So yeah, there's a thicker one in it, so it's a bit more of an antique white. I picked up one zip. I've never done zips before. I did decide that I want to have a go at something with a zip, whether it's a little bag or something. So I picked up just one. I only picked up one because I thought, no, if I try it, don't like it, then I don't want any more zips. A cut up bit of blanket. This is definitely something I'm going to use to back some of my bits and pieces. Maybe my little like underwater things. I might make a couple of tiny little rock pool things. It's probably just an acrylic, but it just actually feels really nice, and I really like the colour. That. I picked up a bit of this stuff. Now it's for cross stitch, but I think because I used the Hessian the last time, I'm going to give it a go with some of this in the frame on a rock pool, because the Hessian kept falling apart, and I feel like this might not fall apart as much. I don't think it's the stuff that a lot of people use for rogue hooking. Maybe it is, but yeah, it's not. It's harder to fray. So I'm going to give a go with that, see how I go. This is a beautiful bit of sample wool. Just love it. Just feels so nice. Oh, I love the wool samples. And a bit of more wool. I didn't get it for the front, I got it for the back. Beautiful. Just actually wondering, Christine, did you actually get some of this too? From, like, do they share? Maybe they share stuff from the different Christine from Creating Craft with Christine goes to the Narry Warren reverse art truck. And this is from the Ringwood, and I'm just wondering if I've inadvertently picked up something that you picked up, Christine, that's shared by both the shops. So here's a couple of things that I got as an idea to go around the outside of a couple of junk journals to tie them together. And it's just very thin material, but it's got a lovely fray on the edge. I think that'll look nice tied up on the outside of some. Got a little pile of that. I think I'm going to make about 10 junk journals, so I was aware to try and, for junk journaling stuff, get 10, enough for 10 things. Same with this. It does look like it frays a lot, but I love that hot pink. Actually, when I come up to Sydney, Sarah, I'll bring up some of this because you love hot pink. It's not fluoro pink, but it's hot pink. So a bit of that. I got a couple of these. I just thought these were interesting. They're not highly elastic, but they are a little bit elastic. I don't know. I was sort of seeing, when I was looking at these, I was thinking if they're stuffed with something on the inside, they're a little bit, sea urchin-y or something. That's what they were reminding me of. Anyway, these are things that spark joy and spark creativity, and I'm looking forward to having a play and seeing actually what I come up with for things like this. Same with things like this. Similar. Here it is. I know there's another one. These are like knits that are really stretchy, but like that's great. That's fabulous. So that's a wider one, and then there's these thinner ones which look sort of warm. It is cold at the moment, so I immediately thought, oh, leggings. warm stockings. But similarly, they're tube-like. So I kind of almost felt, you know, like if they're bunched together, they could be like strands of coral or something like that if they're stuffed and bunched a bit. That was the two that are the sort of cream or off-white colour. And then these ones I really liked because of the pattern. So once again, similarly, you know, they sort of, to me, they kind of almost went together. So I'm going to have a play with these as well and just see, I don't know, they just look wider at the top and thinner at the bottom. So they kind of, they just remind me of those you know, the sea anemones that have all got the little doodahs. It's a lot bigger than they would be, but it did spark something in me, thinking a lot about my mermaid piece. Okay, so I didn't pick up a lot of scrappy doodahs, but I just loved this one, so I did pick up this. It's just an offcut of someone's skirt or dress or something, but I loved the material, so I picked that up. Goes in my little scrap tub. Some more little scraps. Oh, there's a needle there. That could have been dangerous. I'm not so much a frou-frou ribbon person, but I think that cutting off a piece of this and using parts of this will be really nice on a piece. Looks like it's from a wedding dress or something. Same, this was in the little kind of wedding dress lacy kind of bits box. It's just a gorgeous shiny brocade or something. Is that the right word? Don't know. This looks like silk. Even this is an interesting pattern and texture. That's going to be an interesting thing to put in my box of shiny goods. So there was a few different laces. This one's pretty, like that. I love the little flowers at the bottom. Very soft. Broderie, just edging. Nice bit of that. Go in the lace tub. This one, it's very Art Deco. Once again, just one little piece will be really, really nice on something. This looks like definitely someone's cut a heart and not used it for anything, but I loved it because it's got all the little squares and the little pearly beads, and it looks like it had, there's holes around each pearl, so there must have been some other beading done around it. Maybe it was part of a cushion or something. But yeah, that's definitely silk. That feels like my my second wedding dress, which was a raw silk like that. Beautiful. That was a nice memory. That was a beautiful wedding dress actually. All right, a little bit more wedding paraphernalia, or don't need all this plastic. Oh, the workings on the back, beautiful. Look at this beading. How gorgeous is it? Oh, it's just so nice. It's almost like someone was doing a little class in beading or something, but it's similar raw silk. Isn't that beautiful? All the beads. Got to be careful cutting it, not to accidentally do any damage to the beading. That will be beautiful on something. A little bit more bridal veil kind of lace. This has got a lovely edge. That's beautiful edging. And this one, bridal veil type. Isn't that gorgeous? Lovely flowers. Now, just under here, nearly at the end, this is a beautiful bit of wool, and I actually love lemon and lime in colour works, and this will be used on something. Bosphorus Breeze, I wonder if that's the colourway. Anyway, it feels wonderful, and to my eye it looks wonderful because I just love those colours. There's my one other sample. I didn't get many samples there. I feel like there's not, I'm only going to want to use some bits. I got this mainly for these. You know, there's a big bit of blue at the back and a thicker bit of blue. I probably will use these. In fact, now I'm thinking about it, they're going to go on my underwater mural. But I got mainly for these because these are all just different colours. So I think these might be, I might use these for tags, for some sewn tags. So thinking out loud about that. Love the variety of colours. So that's Lanifico Nuovo Riviera. It's from Italy, so it's an Italian. Is it wool? Don't know. But $17.50. Already you've made your money. Oh, the reverse art track's fabulous. Used to go there with the kids when I was an art teacher. Or I didn't really actually go there with the kids. I would go there for the kids and pick up some stuff. The only other thing, the last two pieces that I've got, I just really love the texture of this. Look at that. Isn't that great? Raw silk again, but I just was thinking, you know, I was looking at it and thinking, oh, this is fanning that out. It's a bit of, you know, like a coral or something like that. Little jewels on it. That's maybe about 1 metre. It was probably a lot longer, but I love that. There's this little bit of smocking. Look at it. Oh, I've never done smocking before. I was watching out at Sunbury, there was a class going on out there, and I thought, oh, I wish I'd have known about that, because I've never done it before, and I thought, well, it might be quite interesting to go and do. But they've still got all the workings. And look at it, it's got the little lines. So I'm actually pulling it apart and having a look at how it's actually done, because you know, when you haven't done something, you don't know how it's done. Now I'm seeing how it is. I get it. I see. Anyway, this is nice. This is going to be a nice panel in something. I was watching a Japanese shishiko master on YouTube the other day, and he was talking about boro, because I thought I'd learn a little bit more before I go to the class up at the Green Door Studio. And he was talking about how these traditions, so like smocking is an old tradition, and I'm English and I come from England, and I would easily say that smocking goes back in England a long way, although I don't know the absolute facts of smocking. But you know, listening to this man talking about the shishiko and boro needing the respect it requires for it being something from the past, really, this spoke to me a bit. It's not someone in my family who made it, it's not me who made it, but however, it takes me back to childhood, because I probably had a dress that was smocked. I don't know if my mum smocked anything. She may have. Never know with my mum. I think she did she made dresses for us, for me and my sisters. But anyway, that's really what I'm thinking. What's this? This is on a It's a lightweight, either poly cotton maybe. It's soft, it's not total polyester, it's definitely got a bit more of a natural feel to it. There's so many different types of materials, you can't really tell these days. So that's my little stash from the reverse art truck in Ringwood. Lovely. Thanks for coming along and seeing all my treasures. Bye for now.